Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends and a sneak peek on some of the teams that I've been working for the Hell Hades Challenge. Okay, let's go back over the Hell Hades Challenge that we're going to be doing tomorrow, actually. So, Hell Hades and I will get together to make a video to put up on our channels about our challenge that we've been working on this week. The challenge is all epic team, Nightmare Clan Boss, no duplicates, and no counterattack. So we didn't bring in Skull Crusher, right? We didn't have a Skull Crusher in here, which is pretty cool. I think next time we should actually limit ourselves to more restrictions. Maybe, I don't know, random restrictions, pull some things out of a hat, not necessarily the same restrictions. Like we could say, yes, nobody that applies poisons. All epic team that does Nightmare Clan Boss. Or we could say, maybe we could draw like out of a hat, right? One of them will say no poisons, one will say no counterattack, one will say no, I don't know, no defensive hero, something crazy, right? So then when we pull those, we're limited to different teams. We definitely will have different teams then. Say I pull one that says no defensive heroes and no counterattack. I'm going to be in big trouble then. Even against the Nightmare Clan Boss, I'll probably be in big trouble. But say we get something like that, then I'm going to have to go all offensive heroes. I'll have to go some poison heroes because I can't do anything with defensive. I couldn't have Terrell in here. I couldn't have... they do damage based off of defense, right? I couldn't have Rear Guard Sergeant in here, things of that nature. So I've been trying out. I'm going to show you this run, and then I'm going to show you another run. This was kind of day one, and it's really hard for me to, because I don't want to spend gems, right? I don't want to spend 100 gems, and my clan is beating Nightmare Clan Boss at the same time, right? So when I come in here, the first time we tried this on stream, I had 100,000 damage done on the Nightmare Clan Boss because we were trying out, we were on stream, we were playing around, doing this right here. This is the day after stream. That night, I recorded some of these battles right here, and I'm just showing you guys now. But I did want to try out maybe Vala. I did a guide on her, right? The new Barbarian Champion. I did a guide on her, and she was hitting really hard, and she does do an AoE decreased defense, only 50% chance to apply, I think, 60% chance, somewhere around there. Not the best to apply debuff, but maybe damage-wise she can do okay. I wanted to try her in there. I haven't been able to try her. I do want to try Sepulture, but I won't be able to fuse her until... Actually, I could probably fuse her tonight. That's not true. I think I could get Mystic Hand tonight, and I could fuse her tonight and get her up tonight if I really wanted to work on that and do it quickly, because she could be cool. We could change out Sepulture with Terrell, even though Terrell and Rear Guard Sergeant are the only ones in here giving us a decreased defense. We definitely need that decreased defense up. I haven't tried out Seer in here. Seer would be fun. I did try out Golden Reaper. I tried Golden Reaper out with, 280 speed. I didn't try to get too crazy with her. I think she had 280, somewhere around there. There we go. There we go. Keep going. There's our girl, Whisper, bringing in the damage. Now, I do know since yesterday night, I went on to Hell Hades server. I'm always on a server. I've been a member of the server since he started it, but I went on there and looked because I saw somebody flagged me. And what it was is that there's a new section in there about our challenge, right? So he's been interacting with all his viewers about the challenge, which is very cool. I should do the same thing on mine to get some ideas from you all about what I should do for my teams. And since we're going to be doing this every week, we can all participate. It'll be a lot of fun, right? I think it'll be more enjoyable when we can do that. We can interact just on that channel about the challenges instead of you guys just dropping it in general, where it's probably going to get lost. I might not keep up to date with it, but we'll do that there as well. So I'm going to post this too on my new Facebook page, facebook.com/StewGaming TV. So come join me on Facebook. It's been fun. I'm using it as my Instagram and as my Twitter. So I'll tell you when I'm late to streams or that I can't make a stream or any kind of things of those nature. Also, I've been putting up pictures of like pizza that we ordered for dinner tonight because my wife was working late. She's actually going out with some friends to have dinner. A co-worker of hers, they're going out to have dinner tonight, so my wife ordered us some pizza. I showed a picture of me and my daughter because we stayed home today because she had off from school today, and that's what I'll use that for. It's fun. It's been fun so far because everybody on there has been joining Facebook, and we've been chatting it up and staying in touch there. So what other champions did I have in mind for Epic? I thought about a Man-Eater, bringing in a Man-Eater. I do have 3 Man-Eaters for a 3-man Man-Eater unkillable team. So I was thinking about bringing one in. It wouldn't make it unkillable then, and it's not counterattack. It'd be pretty nice for somebody like Whisper or maybe Clutch in some situations here. Now, I haven't done a manual run yet. I've only done an auto run. So I could probably get more damage from a manual run, right? You could always do that, but it just takes too long. Already I'm on unlimited frames, and this run is taking probably 6 minutes. Now, Gorgorab is in Fury set, so whenever he takes damage, he gets a turn quicker. So I was hoping that would bring him back around. Go, Whisper, go. I was hoping that would bring him back around, right? To heal more, to revive more, and I think it worked out. It's worked out fairly well with him. But I did switch over to what's her name? Her name is Cardinal. Cardinal is actually very cool for the clan boss. I didn't think she'd work out this well for the clan boss because her whole kit is truly amazing. Now let me see if I can skip forward to where can I bring up some menu to skip forward here? No, we're not talking about volume. We're going to go to 20. Sorry, I'm not editing this. I'm just going through it. We're going to go to 23 minutes right here. And we're going to look at this next run, and then we can call it a day. So here we are. We've got Cardinal in here. We've got pretty much the same team, but instead of Gorgorab, I have Cardinal, and I don't have her in Fury or Frenzy artifacts. I have her in Lifesteal. But I have her relatively, not too fast, like 230, 235, somewhere around there. So she'll go 2 times pretty much to the bosses 1 time. And I like Cardinal because unlike Gorgorab will just do his A3 whenever. Whenever it's up, he'll do it. Cardinal will not do her revive, right? Unless somebody's dead. Then she'll do it. And plus, when she brings somebody back, they'll attack right away. Is which I wanted because when Gorgorab was bringing somebody back, or when he was bringing back my Whisper there, she wasn't fast enough to go ahead and take a turn right away. Sometimes, like the turn meter of the boss would be too high up. So Cardinal is actually pretty cool because she brings us back to life, and then we all immediately attack, which means that if you have lifesteal gear on, you're getting your life back up right away. You're getting your attacks in right away if you're Whisper. Even though Whisper doesn't have lifesteal gear on, of course she's got Relentless, right? So we can get the damage in there. Cardinal has an A1 that does the 5% poison, and she has an A2 that does a heal and places an increased defense. So it's pretty cool to have Cardinal in here, I think, for this. Now don't misunderstand, everybody. Anybody watching this, please do not get confused and think Whisper is good for the clan boss. Whisper is a very in-game fun champion if you have Relentless artifacts and you have the right setup to have, she'll bring the weekend, and then you got a decreased defense, and you're just having fun with her. We tried her just because people in my stream thought the same thing. People in my stream were like, "Oh, Stu, Whisper, I bet she can kill it in clan boss." And I'm like, please do not level up your Whisper. Don't think. It's like I said in my Whisper video when she first came out. She is for very in-game people. She's not for progression whatsoever. She's just to have fun with. And you could use her, yes. You could use her in something like Dragon's 20. Or you could use her in Ice Golem's 20. Fire Knight, if you can make it there, sure. But she's not going to be used, right? Speedrun teams don't even use Whisper. We know that. But could you use her if you're in-game? Yes. If you have good Relentless gear, you could have fun with her. But you cannot really use her in the clan boss. Can you use her in these teams that we're working with right now? Yeah. My guys all have pretty good gear on them. And if you try to take her into Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, she will die right away. She'll die right away. She won't even do the damage she's doing here because we tried it. Because people on stream were like, "Oh, I want to play her and this and that." And I was like, no. Go look. Let's do Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss so I can show you that bringing in champions that are all about offensive is very hard to do. Very, very hard to do. Very hard to keep alive because if you sacrifice all that attack that they derive their damage from and make them tanky, then they're not doing that damage. They're also not very tanky because they don't have those tanky stats. It's just not worth it. It's much better to bring in somebody who does damage based off of defense, like Terrell or Sepulcher, or even Grizzlejarl, because then you can make them very tanky, last longer, and they can actually do some damage. They can actually put out some really, really good damage. So that's why. So don't think you need to bring in Whisper or even level up Whisper unless you just want to have some fun. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Even though in these teams she's actually working out very, very well because we're limited, right? We can only bring in so much, and Occult Brawler and Whisper are our 2 main damage dealers on these teams that I have right here that I've been playing. Now this is for survivability. We've got Rear Guard in here to do decrease attack, decrease defense. Same thing with Terrell, decrease attack, decrease defense. He's giving us our lead as well for additional increased defense. Occult Brawler's bringing in all the poisons, as you can see here. He's loading up. We're actually hitting cap, so that's good. The guys are all about 200, 210 speed. I even think I got my Whisper up to 205 speed or so. I was going to bring them higher, but I don't feel like we're having fun with it, right? I don't want to go strip gear. Maybe when we have an artifact sorting system later on, I'll look at making them super, super fast. I could bring four of the 5 up to over 300 speed on each of them, which when you don't have counterattack, speed is everything. I could definitely bring in our Golden Reaper and then try everybody out at a high speed. But that's a lot of moving around gear. Like moving around gear off of people that I actually use for other things. I don't really feel comfortable doing that right now, or I'm just too lazy to do it because it's a lot of work. I mean, you're with me, right? It's a lot of work to change around that much gear. Costs a lot of coin too, but I do have a lot of excess coins, so that's not a big deal. but it is a lot of work, especially without a system in here for me to be able to do it easier with. So maybe on the next go around, I'll really get to it and try to do some craziness and make my guy super strong. I'm looking over at my actual account while this video is playing, and I'm thinking, you know, we have High Katoon, we have Golden Reaper. Like I said, I threw Golden Reaper in there at like a 280 speed or so. She was speeding everybody up. She was doing really well. I put her in place of what's her name, Rear Guard Sergeant here, and everybody else was the same. She was bringing everything back around quite quickly, and I got about the same damage. So everything was kind of giving me about the same damage. So it wasn't like I could see anybody bringing in some crazy stuff. We also have, oh yeah, we got a 3-turn cooldown on our guy Stagnite, and Stagnite, well, he does a slow on his A1. That's not going to help. Stagnite doesn't do damage based off of defense. So if he did do damage based off of defense, I think I'd really like to throw him in there. I do have a Grizzle Jarl that I haven't played yet. I don't even have him skilled up, so I haven't thrown him in there. He takes a lot. Grizzle Jarl takes a lot of skill books, guys, like a crazy amount. But let me know your thoughts. I mean, I guess the whole reason why I'm doing this is just kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're going to see on tomorrow with me and Hades. But what other kind of champions do you think you could use in here to do well with? I don't like Lightsworn. He's not a big fan of mine. Ooh, I could bring in Faceless. I wonder if Faceless would bring down some... I wonder if Faceless could do some damage and stay alive. If I put Faceless in here, but who would you replace though, right? If we were doing a team without any poisons, like if we made that as a requirement, a team without poisons, then I would definitely want to bring in Whisper, and I'd want to bring in like Gala Long Braids, but I don't have her. She's like one of the few epics I don't have. She was the only epic I didn't have until they brought out these new champions, and now with the new epic champions out there, I don't have any of those either, but Gala was the only one I didn't have before. So Gala Long Braids taking additional turns in Relentless gear, just like Whisper doing right now, could probably pump out some really nice damage. I think she could, if we made a restriction to where we weren't doing anybody with poisons. But Occult Brawler, as you know, is one of the best poisoners out there. He's hands down the best epic poisoner out there that you can get. So do use Occult Brawler if you have him. He's fantastic. Who else do we have over here? I didn't think about bringing like Ina. She can do a few things, but she's just a terrible champion. I thought about Seeker in Relentless gear, just trying to like speed pump my team up. We get Golden Reaper in here, we get Seeker in here, but we put Seeker in Relentless gear, because if you've ever seen my old Seeker videos when I had him in Relentless, him going every 2 turns and then taking an additional turn made a pretty fast like turn meter factory. Also, he'd give us increased defense at times when he's crit, and it'd be kind of fun to play. He would do okay damage too, because he's taking a lot of turns. That would be an option if I wanted to switch around gear. We could try Seeker and Golden Reaper together, but again, it's kind of hard because... Okay, I'm going to pause it here because this is it. It's kind of hard because we can only do so many keys per day, and my clan also needs to fight the clan boss, right? I can't come in here and do 200 million every day to the Nightmare clan boss, and people are like, you know, what the heck, Stu? What's going on here? What are you doing? So let me know. I don't know. There's a lot of other epics in here that we could try out. Let me know your thoughts. Bertel Fellhammer does have counter on him, so we can't use him. I thought about Marksman, but I didn't really, you know, I'm not a big fan of Marksman. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are so far on this. You know, all I've got tonight is to prep, and then I'm going to have to talk to Hell Hades and see what he's up to and when he wants to do this tomorrow. I think tomorrow Saturday for me, my Saturday night might be his Saturday morning, or maybe he wants to do it my Sunday morning, which is his Saturday night. We will see. We'll see all about it. But thank you all so much for your time. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you all on a video soon.